Picture this. You are scrolling through countless Greek island hotels, and suddenly you stumble upon something called Kefalos Beach Tourist Village on Kos Island. The name sounds promising, but here's where things get interesting. This isn't your typical sprawling resort complex with marble lobbies and uniformed staff rushing around. Instead, you'll find yourself in what feels like a genuine Greek village that someone decided to turn into accommodation. The property has been quietly operating since the late 1970s, and frankly, it shows in the most charming way possible. What makes this place fascinating is how it manages to feel both authentic and tourist-friendly, without trying too hard to impress anyone. But the real story starts when you see what they're actually offering for rooms. The accommodation situation here is refreshingly straightforward, though it might surprise visitors expecting standard hotel rooms. You're looking at apartments and bungalows scattered throughout lush gardens, which sounds romantic until you realize you're basically getting your own little Greek home for the duration of your stay. The one-bedroom apartments clock in around 40 to 45 square meters, featuring separate bedrooms and living areas with proper kitchenettes. These aren't the tiny hotel fridges you're used to, but actual cooking facilities with stoves, microwaves, and enough space to prepare real meals. The two-bedroom versions bump up to around 60 square meters, perfect for families who need breathing room or groups of friends who still want to like each other by the end of the trip. Then there are the bungalow units, smaller standalone buildings that offer the ultimate privacy experience. What's particularly clever is how each unit comes with its own balcony or terrace, most overlooking those well-maintained gardens, though some lucky guests score partial sea views. The decor leans heavily into that Mediterranean simplicity trend, all light colors and natural materials that photograph beautifully but might feel a bit dated to some visitors. But here's where the dining situation gets really interesting. Forget about multiple specialty restaurants with celebrity chefs and complicated reservation systems. Kefalos Beach Tourist Village keeps things remarkably simple, with their main restaurant operating on a straightforward buffet concept. The focus here is Mediterranean cuisine, with a heavy emphasis on Greek specialties, which means you're getting fresh seafood, perfectly grilled meats, and salads made with local produce that actually tastes like it was picked recently. The breakfast runs from around 7:30 to 10 in the morning, while dinner service typically happens between 7 and 9 in the evening, though these times shift with the seasons. What's refreshing is the complete absence of pretension in the dining experience. There's no dress code beyond basic decency, no need for reservations unless you're visiting during absolute peak season, and the staff seems genuinely happy to explain what's in each dish. The pool bar and snack bar keep things going throughout the day, with light bites and drinks, including cocktails that won't break your budget. The outdoor dining areas overlook the pools and gardens, creating this lovely Mediterranean atmosphere that feels effortless rather than manufactured. But wait until you see what they've done with the pool situation. The swimming facilities here tell an interesting story about priorities and practicality. You're getting 2 outdoor freshwater pools, which might sound modest compared to those mega resorts with water parks and infinity edges, but there's something appealing about the simplicity. The main pool is sized for actual swimming rather than just floating around taking selfies, while the children's section is properly separated so parents can relax without constant worry. What's missing are the bells and whistles like swim-up bars or elaborate water features, but that seems intentional rather than cheap. The poolside setup includes plenty of sun loungers, and the whole area operates from sunrise to sunset during the high season months from May through October. The real star, though, is the beach access. The property sits right next to a sandy stretch along Kefalos Bay, offering about 300 meters of accessible beachfront. The water is that gorgeous Aegean blue that makes every photo look like a postcard, and the beach itself is clean and well-maintained. Water sports equipment rental is available nearby, though not directly through the hotel, which means a bit more effort but potentially better prices and variety. The beach situation alone makes this place worth considering, but the activity options might surprise you. Here's where expectations need some adjustment, because Kefalos Beach Tourist Village isn't trying to be your entertainment director. The activity program is refreshingly minimal, focusing on that peaceful atmosphere rather than constant stimulation. During peak summer months, you might catch occasional live music nights at the main bar or poolside areas, but these feel more like spontaneous gatherings than scheduled performances. The Kids Club operates mainly during July and August school holiday periods, offering supervised games and crafts that keep children busy while parents actually get to relax. Greek national holidays might be marked with informal celebrations, but don't expect elaborate themed parties or nightly entertainment programs. What you do get is the freedom to explore Kos Island at your own pace, with the hotel serving as your peaceful base rather than trying to keep you trapped on property with endless activities. The surrounding area offers hiking opportunities, cultural sites, and charming villages that are much more interesting than manufactured resort entertainment. This approach extends to their wellness philosophy as well. The spa and wellness situation here requires some honest conversation because there isn't a dedicated spa facility on the property. This might disappoint visitors expecting full-service wellness centers with extensive treatment menus and meditation pavilions. Instead, the wellness experience revolves around the natural setting and peaceful atmosphere. The lush gardens provide perfect spaces for morning walks or yoga sessions, while the beach offers opportunities for swimming, sunbathing, and general relaxation that doesn't require booking appointments or paying extra fees. Guests seeking professional spa treatments will need to venture into nearby Kefalos Village or other parts of Kos Island, which actually opens up more options than being limited to a single hotel spa. The outdoor spaces encourage a more natural approach to wellness, with walking trails, quiet corners for reading, and plenty of opportunities for digital detox. This might feel like a limitation initially, but many guests discover that the absence of structured wellness programs creates space for more authentic relaxation experiences. The family-friendly aspects of this approach become even more apparent when you look at what they offer younger guests. Family accommodations here work differently than at typical resort destinations, starting with those apartment-style units that give families actual living space rather than cramped hotel rooms. Parents get functional kitchenettes for preparing snacks and meals, which is both economical and practical when dealing with picky eaters or dietary restrictions. The children's pool section provides safe swimming areas for younger kids, while the gardens offer plenty of space for running around without disturbing other guests. During summer months, the informal kids' activities focus on simple pleasures like games and crafts rather than elaborate entertainment programs. What's particularly appealing is how the property's village-like layout gives families privacy and independence while still providing access to communal areas when desired. The beach access is invaluable for families, offering safe swimming conditions and enough space for beach games and sandcastle construction. The absence of rigid programming means families can create their own schedules and experiences, which often works better than trying to fit into someone else's activity timeline. This flexibility becomes especially valuable when exploring the surrounding area's attractions. For checking booking availability and prices at your desired dates, you can use the link in description. I hope this video was helpful. Give it thumbs up. Subscribe for more travel-related content. If you are not ready to book this hotel, you can watch our Best Hotels playlist and choose the best one for you. Thanks for watching.